YouTube, how you doing? It's your boy Pete Touchscreen Never right back here on the channel today with even more Sonic games. We're back once again for what's probably going to be the finale of Sonic the Hedgehog 4 Episode 2. As we have got one more level to go into after we have finished Episode Metal in our lovely recent Most Jaunt. And yeah, that leaves us with one little scenario left to go, which is off to that Death Egg in the sky, this time covering an entire planet, apparently. Again, I don't know. Oh, it's only a 2x stage. I completely forgot about that. Alright then, well, the more eagle-eyed of you will have noticed that I have gone off-screen and collected the Chaos Emeralds, the last two that we were missing. It was just unfortunately one of those things that I wanted to have before we moved on. So we definitely did it. Yeah. But this is one of those songs that I do enjoy as well. It's just a shame that it's just very repetitive, right? Which I think is part of the problem for the entirety of Sonic 4. It's just very repetitive. Oh right, there's quite... I didn't realise there were quite so many fights with Metal. I knew there was the race that we had, but... yeah, I'm not dealing with this, I'll be honest. No, I'm just gonna stay here and just donk Metal. I have like 100 rings. If he's just gonna be like this super powered menace the entire attack. Alright, it's just 2 hits. Alright. I wouldn't mind quite so much if I could just like either get rings or jump out of super form to... ah, that was it. That's how you get out of super form. And I needed to remember that because oh, I bloody hate you again. Yeah, I needed to remember that because the last boss itself is you can cheese quite easily by, well, I say cheese quite easily. The large point is that you need to use tag mechanics to get up there and do the thing. But, goodness gracious me. There we go. You need to use the tag mechanics to get through. There we go. To get through the boss phase real quick. But unfortunately, it's a lot of the time it is, for goodness sake, directional verbiage is throwing me right off. You know, it's almost like you want to go super just to break up the monotony of this. It feels like it's a singular syllable song. Goodness gracious me. I feel like I'm going to get super in a minute. There we go. And here we go. The old classic race. The difference being, I'm super and you're not. Ooh, I nearly threw that one off. That should be it, right? Yeah, there's the auto catch up and there's the repeat of CD as well. But there we go. That was a nice short act. It was a lot shorter than I thought, even if it is only 3.5 minutes, right? It's, but it's keeping super for the boss that makes your life incredibly difficult. Now, this is the one that we want to get 50 rings for. Ugh, give me the rings, give me the rings. I'm trying to think what is considered memorable from this kind of story, right? Like in terms of like either music or... I mean, this boss is definitely memorable to me compared to like other ones, but it's just a giant heart, and I don't know why. Yeah, there we go. I mean, it is an interesting mechanic, to be honest with you, but... And they do try to make it as menacingly as possible. There we go. Thankfully, you don't collect the rings in the center, but... Fucking hell, blood. There we go. But the trick is that you want to try and stay above 50 rings as much as possible. And then just to jump in, get in there, and get out. I can't remember how many hits this is. This is either like 3 or 4. Oh, I'm going to go under 50 rings now, aren't I? Oh, Christ. I might just stay super for this and just try to abuse. Alright, because I can't stay under 50 rings because I need to break the shield now. There used to be a way that you could just be super for all of this, and I cannot remember for the life of me how it was. Oh, well, there go my rings. I think I need one more hit. I cannot remember. There's a lot to this fight, and I try to skip as much of it as possible, as quickly as possible, because I've often found out that if you can just blast through the mechanics, get me out of there. I often find that if you can just get up there as quickly as possible, you can dodge like half of it. Half of the lasers forming on the circle rings, and just getting in there and just knocking it out. That's quite a hefty time bonus to be completely fair. 2.5 minutes for 100 grand. That's crazy. Well, that's it. We didn't. The thing about this is that I don't think we really ever did just damage to like the death egg. We just like in Sonic 3 and Knuckles, you destroy the core, which is the main part of it, right? But in this, you just rush through, beat Metal, and then beat Eggman. So, I don't really know how we destroyed the Death Egg, or if we even freed the planet. I know that there's meant to be this massive hidden thing about episode 3 was being made, with Knuckles coming back on the floating island, and yeah, I'm sure it would have been super cool to have that, but I don't know. Does the Death Egg actually pop? Does that shell actually hatch? It gave birth to the Miracle Planet. No? I'm sure it goes back. I can't remember. It would be fun if it did. But this is cool. It's another little easy credit scene, and oh, the lights are going out. Yep, there they are. It's one of those things that you just want to watch it, because the lights just grow ever dimmer. There they go. Again, it's cool. I don't mind Sonic 4 Episode 2. I don't mind Sonic 4 Episode 1, to be completely honest with you. But I do wish it was just a little bit more clear cut. And I feel like it could have been done, especially as being in that, it's meant to be that little spot between like the classic and the modern era, even because giving him the modern look as well. And I just kind of feel like if they just did the voice acting for this and just tried to tell a story, it could have fleshed it out a little bit, rather than just trying to piece it together and headcanon these things. I do think the music was definitely better in episode 2. Although, episode 1 did have Mad Gear, which is pretty strong on its own. I'll dig it. Oh, goodness. I don't think there's really much more to say about episode 2, to be fair. It was an interesting project for what it was. And episode 1 got a lot of stick, even though it's a fun little thing, you know. Episode 2's alright. My biggest concern about episode 2 is just the tag mechanic forced into everything. I would much have preferred to play with Sonic and Tails and have the option to use it, rather than it being jacked into everything. But I mean, what are you going to do really with that? You just have it. It's there. Craziness. Crazy when you think about it. I mean, bearing in mind that we also have 3 acts and a boss for everything, including episode metal, just no boss, just a 4th act. But when we get to Death Egg, you've got an act with 2 Metal Sonic water fights and just a small chunk before a boss fight. Hell, I'd even say the episode 1 boss rush was more entertaining. Oh, all the lights have gone out in the Death Egg. And that's it. It's still up there. He still has a planet encased in metal. Terrific. I don't know. That's it. That is literally it. Nothing extra, nothing special for having the 7 emeralds and beating the game other than just having super. But yeah, that's definitely it. Well, there we go. That is it. That is all of Sonic 4, both episode 1 and 2. We've cleared them both on the channel. So next time we'll be back with something new, something Sonical, and something everything else. I hope you've enjoyed. I've definitely enjoyed it, going backwards and just replaying the whole thing. But we'll be back with something new, fan game or otherwise. I haven't decided what's next. We do have a project that's sitting in the works, 2 of them, in fact. So we'll probably see more of that in the time to come. But for now, this has been the end of Sonic 4 Episode 2. As always, I've been Pete Touchscreen, never for Project Phoenix Productions. We will see you next time for whatever comes on the channel. But until then, as always, take care, stay safe, and play more games.